make, she
crackheads.
says
Yeah.
she needs to make money to pay the
She
taxes.
was like, hello, why is he asking me this? Like, I'm here promoting. Clearly, I got to pay my tax bill. Like, she was
She's humble
basically,
herself. Yep.
well, she never really gets it, but yeah. So I think the tickets, let me see what Mike says. Party with a housewife, ticketweb.com/event. Ticketweb. Never even been to Ticket.
Oh, I've been to Chico. Honey, I've gone to all of them. Um,
So anyhow, but her ex-husband also, Joe, your buddy Joe Giudice, put up a
mhm.
meme.
Oh,
Uh,
I talked about this. He's in a little bit of trouble. He got in trouble a couple weeks ago. Yep.
and put up a former President Barack Obama sitting next to the First Lady Melania Trump at Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Mhm.
And Obama, it's like, it's a meme, basically
Mhm.
asking her, how are you married to that man? And
Mhm.
then Melania says, I was going to ask you the same thing. Joe Judice put that up like, I think what, the day before Juneteenth or Juneteenth, people were like,
Oh, we covered this.
dude,
Racist, transphobic.
you're
People came for
racist
Juicy.
trans.
People came for the Juicer. Yep. He's in a little bit of hot water over that.
Ah,
Just don't touch anything political, I guess, is what they
I
say.
don't think Juicy cares. Do you? I think that's how he
No,
feels,
he
and
doesn't
I don't think
care.
he cares.
Doesn't care, doesn't care. Some people say he did it on purpose to look. There is this school of thought that the camp, she has a camp, Teresa, even though she's the lawyer, was out in the street. Everyone seemed to love when I said he was going to get run over for picking up a penny and having the bus driven by Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock run him over. Even though she doesn't have a lot of people in the camp, apparently, there's a rumor that like they use the Justa and Gia and they try to create these other dramas to get the drama off of the tax bill and Looney Louie. So there is a rumor also out there, new rumors about Juicy, that Juicy was used by Teresa to like do this, take the heat, which he doesn't care about. He's not even in the States. And all of a sudden we're talking about Juicy and his transphobia and racism rather than you didn't pay your taxes, you deadbeat.
Well,
Teresa
there you
and
have
Looney
it.
Louie. So he
Looney
was
Lou.
used by Teresa. What else you got
Well, let's see. I feel like there was a lot of stuff we didn't get to about Jax Taylor.
last week?
Well,
Well,
okay, yeah,
yeah,
you go.
I was going
You
to
go.
say Brittany Cartwright, the soon to be long distance ex. She on the episode a couple weeks ago, she stood him up. They were supposed to meet, and she said, "I'm not meeting you. I understand. I've learned a few things. You got out of rehab. You don't care about your son or me. You went right to the bar, and I'm getting DMs and pictures that you did this with this woman and that with that woman the minute you got out of rehab." And Jax is like, "Yo, bro, I'm a man with needs. I mean, we're not together anymore, lady. Let me do what I want. Yeah, I wanted my dick sucked at the bar." And she's like, "Well, I'm not coming to meet you. This is disgraceful." So she says that he's the lowest form of human. And she said he lied on Watch What Happens to Andy about, you
Basically
know,
everything.
but
Why she and Cruz moved out of the house.
yep.
Um, the whole thing, like he, had a whole song and dance about that. And she's the one been paying for Airbnbs and his Airbnb. And she offered him all these things and he wouldn't. I mean, he sounds very difficult, very self-absorbed.
And
I
he is
love,
tight with the money. Like when he was on this podcast, he did a lot of money talk. I look, you think it was a 2 episode arc with me. I don't remember what Jack said, but I remember at the time thinking like, oh wow. And I wasn't criticizing him. I was like, oh wow, like good for you. Better than all these other reality TV stars that don't have anything. They blow it all like a Sonja Morgan or a Zolciak or a Teresa.
oh, my Sonia Rita. We got to talk about my Sonia Rita.
Your Sonia is hard pass. But so I thought I think money is like a thing for Jax. I think he likes to watch the money and I don't know what your point was.
Well, my point was that the money, he really seems to drain Brittany dry while he saves all of his money. On top of that, Brittany discovered his Finsta account. Fans have discovered his Finsta account. That's like my favorite, where he goes under comments and defends himself. I mean, it's like, who has the time? He reminds me of Kane, my old radio co host. My radio co host, he would go he would go home. I mean, the man had a wife and kids, young kids, and he would spend his days. Anybody that did hate, he'd have all these Finsta accounts like defending himself. It's like, who cares?
That's crazy. You know what he should do? I mean, people think, I mean, guys, these things come to me as Sarah talks. It would cost him some money, and she's in retirement. But if Jax wanted to pay up, what he should do is he should pull Gabriella, pull Melissa's old nose out of retirement. Now she's not really interested. I'm sure she's in retirement. You'd probably have to pay her a pretty penny. She is in California. Jax should pull Melissa's old nose out of retirement and start using her and say, you know what you did for Teresa, where you put out the good word about her 24/7? Yeah, I want one of those. She'll say, well, honey, my price has gone up since Teresa paid me scraps with Jennifer Aiden. And Jax would say, forget it, I'm not paying for this. And then he'll have to. Pull Melissa's old nose out of retirement, Jax.
Oh, well, he might be able to. I was trying to find what the name was because the name was, oh, Frank Draymond.
Yeah.
The name Frank Draymond, they now know that it's the Valley's very own Jax Taylor in disguise. In episode 10, of course, which I like the Valley a lot. The
You
Bravo show,
do?
Brittany Cartwright exposes her soon-to-be ex-husband for having a secret burner account where he mainly defends himself from all the haters. Brittany revealed the information to co-star Janet. The former VPR star admitted that Jax had been using the Instagram handle at Frank_Draymond for a very long time. In a confessional, Brittany shared how she knew that it was Jax who was hiding behind the alias. He told me about it. That was his account. And he would go look at things. I don't know if he forgot that I knew about it, but underneath all those posts, all of a sudden I see Frank Draymond. So maybe he forgot to tell her, but there you go.
These two hate, I mean, Brittany hates Jax.
That's
Hates.
interesting. Yeah.
That is interesting. Very good one. Very good find.
Well, do you care? Do you think it means anything? There's also now a petition. I mean, I've seen this with Sister Wives. There's been a petition for years to remove Cody Brown. The network could care less, but now there's an actual petition to
No,
remove
I mean,
Jax.
well, didn't we want Rinna fired? And I mean, look, I don't think it means anything. I talked about this somewhere. I just think like Jax is when he says it's his show. I mean, besides the fact that it was his idea and he went and met with Alex Baskin and they pitched it and scandal happened. I mean, they pitched it, it was rejected everywhere. It was maybe going to happen. Then scandal happened. Now it happened to do. I mean, it doesn't mean he can't get fired. We fired, who did we fire from Married to Medicine? And it was her show, but Jax is not going anywhere now. I'm sorry, he's not.
Over
Yeah.
12,000 signatures.
Well, okay, and only 400,000 people watch. That's not such a bad percentage. It's almost a fourth if you keep going. Well, really like a 16th, I guess. But
Not big
no,
enough. Not big
actually
enough.
132nd, I think, not
Oh,
116th. But no, but I don't think he's getting fired. I really don't. The show has existed without him this season just fine, but I think we need Jax. But look, just like Shannon and John Jansen, just like Ariana and Tom, just like Melissa and Teresa, I do not think the Valley will come back with Jax and Brittany at war. The difference is Alex Baskin will sit them down and be like, the two of you want a paycheck, correct? Yes or no? Choose one box. And they'll both say yes. And then it will be like, you can hate each other, you gotta fake it before it gets. They'll probably reference Melissa and Teresa, right? And Tom and Ariana and be like, that's the two of you. I think they're both gonna get